I'm introducing myself as Miss Pretty and Paid. It's not about the beauty. Yes, okay, it's there, whatever, but beauty is subjective. So what's pretty for somebody may not be pretty for somebody else. But what is not subjective is, guess what? Creating a beautiful life. Because how many of y'all want to create a beautiful life? You want to live a life that is so far from the one that you're living right now. And I see the hearts in the chat and I appreciate y'all. Hello, CC. Hello, T. Welcome to our live stream. So remember, I told y'all that we're having a conversation tonight. And we are having a conversation with none other than Miss Takisha. Before I introduce Miss Takisha, I want to first of all thank everyone for joining me live, because this is something that I am super excited about, but I don't say that in the generic way, but I say that with all sincerity, because for so long I've had a platform and people have enjoyed my videos, Chantel, they followed me, but I've not had anything to offer you all besides, hey, come, let's hang out, let's make some good videos, whatever. But this time around, somebody type in the chat, this time, we're not just about consuming content, but we're about collaborating. We're about collaborating, Sam. And so in the heart of collaboration, I decided to bring a very special guest tonight, Tiff. And that special guest is none other than Miss Takisha Still. Miss Takisha Still. Now you're probably like, okay, who's Takisha? Listen, Chantel, I know that whoever you hang out with, they have to be somebody great, right? Yes, Brittany is shouting her out. She's like, I know Takisha. She's all of that and then some. Well, listen, not only is she someone great, but she is all about community. You see, some of you all, Cola, y'all been stuck in this cycle of trying to build in isolation. But me and Takisha, we said, no, we're not doing that. No, not this year. Not in the year where we want to be pretty and paid. We want to be pretty because we want our lives to be absolutely beautiful. And then we want to be paid because we don't want to just be on social media consuming other people's content, right? We want to produce. We want to be producers, because producers, they bring the profit. Somebody type in the chat, profit. And if you don't know how to spell profit, it's all good. Just put some dollar signs in the chat. Just put some dollar signs in the chat. Now, speaking of dollar signs, okay, I am joined by Miss Takisha Still. And Takisha, she is all about being purposeful and profitable. Because as a wife and a mother of two, Takisha started in this business of ours, okay, Nicole? And this business of ours has allowed her to not only get the pretty part down packed, because if you're on our live stream on Facebook and on Instagram, sorry TikTok, y'all can't see how beautiful she is, but I promise you, her link is in the chat. Go ahead and follow her. She's got that down packed. But not only has she got the pretty part down packed, but she also got the pay part down packed. Because Miss Takisha Still has been at a level that only few people, somebody type in the chat, only few people can brag about. And that is a level of earning 25%. Okay. And y'all, I don't want to go so deep in the woods. Miss Takisha, she's going to explain everything to you and how it works to be pretty and paid. But I just wanted I wanted to highlight the fact that she's not just about the talk, but she's walking the walk. Yes, Yvette, tell her, walking the walk, baby. That's how we do it here. And so I want to bring you up, Takisha. Tell everyone today, because it's the start of a new year, new week. Tell everyone what is got you so fired up that you are like, I got to tell the world about how to be pretty and paid. Come on, open up your mic, girl. Let's hear it.
Good evening, Chantel. Thanks for having me. Pharmacy for me was something new, and it was introduced to me by my immediate coach, Dr. Melinda Watts. And she came to me and was like, hey, I have this new thing I want you to try. I believe in you. I believe that you can. And with her, I just automatically jumped in. And so I began testing the products because I'm a nurse of 25 years and I wanted to know exactly what would work for me and what I could share with others, and the reason why I loved it so much. So I began a journey with the NutriPlus products, and it's just been amazing. And I really truly tell somebody every single day about how amazing the products are.
So speaking of amazing products, so y'all, what I didn't tell y'all about, and TikTok, y'all can hear me talk to Takisha. Y'all can't see her, but go ahead and follow her. I'll put her name in the chat. So hello, Redalina. Hi, Leah. So she said something very important. She said that she's been with our company called Pharmacy for the past couple of months. And
Yes.
already she has fallen in love, not just with the money, but also with our products. Okay.
Yes.
I would be coming in and out of commercial breaks, y'all, because it is almost 8 o'clock where I am. And a girl got to recharge. Okay. So
Okay.
you mentioned products, Takisha. Tell us, what are some of your favorite products? Because before you answer, I want y'all to know this. Somebody write this down. You cannot get the pretty and paid formula together unless you got some products. Okay, that's the only way it's going to work. So we're going to be talking about some of our favorite products that not only we love, but we love it so much that if you DM me, if you DM Takisha, you can also get pretty and paid with these products. But I digress. Go ahead, Takisha. Tell us
Okay.
what your products are.
What products don't I have is a better question. And that it will be the meal replacement. But I started out with the beauty collagen chocolate because chocolate's my favorite color. So I was like, not sure what it was going to taste like, but I was like, I can't go wrong with chocolate. So I began doing my collagen in the morning and it tastes exactly like a shake. It tastes almost like a hot cocoa. If I mix it in my coffee at first, then I started doing with hot milk and trying to get away from the caffeine and the jitters. And when I say amazing, amazing. I
Mm,
also started the Good Morning Gorgeous. It's really the Good Morning Glow, but of course I renamed it,
I
called
love
it Good
it.
Morning Gorgeous, and it consisted of the Aloe Glow. The recharge is so amazing. It really is what it says, recharge, right? Like we get up, we have all this extra energy mixed with the hydro drops. Also the L-carnitine. I mean, the drink is amazing. The taste is amazing. You know, when you think products, you automatically thinking it has to have something, a bitter taste, a chalky taste. Absolutely not. It's so delicious. I love it. I'm excited to share. Every morning I'm making my cocktail. I'm excited. I'm running around my job. I'm telling everybody, you have to try it. Just trust me and believe me. I actually start passing them out, letting
Yes.
them just try, letting them try. And when I tell you they ran, they were running around the job just like me, asking me, what did you just give me? But you don't have the shakes, right? No shakes, just pure live energy. So really, I've tried almost everything in the Nutra Plus line, and I love everything. Coffee, the instant coffee with chicory blend, you name it, I've tried it.
So what are you drinking on tonight?
Tonight, I have simply a little bit of aloe glow and a beauty shot collagen mixed with a little bit of ginger ale because I was trying to give it a little better little taste, make me
Little
feel like it
bud.
was a real little mocktail.
Yes, a little mocktail. Listen, hello, Yvette. Hello, Rashima. We are having cocktails and conversations on this Pretty and Paid
Yeah,
stage.
right?
So we listen, what I love so much about this is that it comes so natural, right? Some of us have been working to try to figure out, okay, how do I make money online? How do I get paid to be myself? And the beauty of what we have here is that you do not have to do something than what you were already doing anyway.
That's right.
The
That's
only
right.
difference, Liliana, is that you're finally going to start monetizing your message, right? And what do I mean by that? Let me break it down for some of you. And if you're not following me, go ahead and do it. If you have followed me, thank you so much because I really am here to help people, right? I've made six figures, good six figures in my business, and that was very good. And I could have just done that by myself. But the reason why I made a pivot to being a product based entrepreneur, having products that I love to talk about, that I love to use, and the reason why I pivoted to that, Takisha, you may not know this, is because I was tired of doing business by myself. I was
Hmm.
like, this is good. The money is good. Money gives me opportunities. Money builds memories. But I felt so alone. And I was like, okay, so I needed something that not only I could offer to people, my clients, but I needed
Right.
something that I could also help people who wanted to be in entrepreneurship as well. And
Yes.
so when we think about being a paid influencer, it works both ways. It's like I can show up in my living room, hair is herring, right? But
Right.
still be authentic because I'm telling y'all about my favorite drinks that gets me going. and I'm hanging out with a friend, with a business partner who talks about her favorite products. And that's what I mean. You don't have to make this complicated, but you do have to be willing to open your mouth and share.
That's it.
And Takisha, I think that is what has allowed you to have so much success in this, is your willingness to open your mouth and share. Tell us a little bit more about your journey and why this was so natural for you to become a beauty influencer.
For me, I honestly think that it was because I saw how amazing the products were. And I believed in the living from the inside out. Everything that I was putting inside my body was going to show on the outside. So once I started seeing the transformation within myself, I started skin routines. I started noticing my skin was clear. I started noticing, even tones. I was just excited about it because it was just more than product. It was actually everything that you could think of, honestly, all truths, no little buts or sidebars or anything like that. And I truly just fell in love with everything that I was trying. I had nothing bad to say about anything.
Yes, and I see that you have some beautiful lippy going on. You got your beautiful makeup going on. Tell us about your beauty and skincare routine, because for me, I tell you, I was not that girl. Yvette, I was not that girl who had a skincare routine. I mean, I would just do a bar of soap. And Jonathan, I want you to DM me. He's like, girl, I need to sign up. I need what y'all got going on. If y'all are serious and ambitious, I don't care where you're located. You
That's
could be
right.
located on an island in the middle of nowhere, Trinidad and Tobago, US, wherever. Go ahead and DM me the word paid. If you were invited here by none other than Takisha Still, go ahead and DM her the word paid, because we're about community, all right?
Right.
So one thing that I wanted to share is that when it comes to skin and beauty, I was not that girl. Okay. I would put a little eyeshadow, a little blush on, but I really didn't have a desire to have my face beat every single day. But I now realize that being aesthetically nice on the outside is less about like how much makeup you can put on, but it's more about how you take care of the skin that's underneath the makeup. Can you share with us a little bit more about your beauty routine and how it was enhanced now that you have your pharmacy products?
I'd be glad to. So, can I just be honest and say that I was not a makeup girl? I'm a nurse. I go with my true self every day. Like, this is like extra for when it's time to just glow up a little bit. But I think it was learning the products again. Our coach, Dr. Melinda, like, she was always into makeup. That just wasn't my little thing, but the products are so amazing. And I actually watched a tutorial on how to apply. And, this is like really my first real application on my own without like going to somebody else. And again, the products are amazing. Tonight I used the primer, I used the BB, the CC cream, I used the eyebrow gel. I use the mascara. I use the eyeliner. I use the lip gloss, the lipstick, and the plumper. So basically, my full face is a pharmacy beat. And I'm excited because I think I did pretty good.
Yes, and not only did you do pretty good, listen, y'all on TikTok, y'all can't see how good she looks right now, but I'm gonna just tell y'all she looks real good. And not only do you look good, but let's talk about the paid part, right? We got the pretty down pat. Let's talk about the paid part. So when we get these products, right, everything from our lippy, I'm wearing a lipstick called Deep Love, and it's one of no,
Nice.
it's called Rose Love. Y'all can DM me if y'all want the exact name. Girl, it is so cute because it looks like my natural lip, but with some enhancement. So when I'm not trying to do the most, I'm like, let me put on my Rose Dream. That's what it's called, my Rose Dream. And we got so many cute names for these products. And not only can I buy it for myself, but every time that I get it, Sasha, thank you, love. Listen, I get paid 50% off of my makeup. Now, I don't know if MAC or Sasha Cosmetics is paying y'all when you buy from them. No, they're not. I know the answer to my question. They're not. But guess what? When we buy our lipstick, when we buy any makeup, when we buy our nutritional products, not only do we get it on a discount, 50% off, but we also get paid from it. Tell us a little bit more about why that excites you so much, Takisha.
Again, I think it's because the products are so amazing. And just to know that there's a company that actually pays you to fall in love.
Yeah.
Like it's a win-win. There's no way that you could lose with this business. Like they already take care of us for believing in the product, trying the product, buying the product, right? So then they give back to us 50%. And who doesn't like receiving free? Not to mention the incentives that we get.
If
Like
it's
that's
free for me.
it's so amazing. Like I'm still in a total disbelief. Like I cannot believe how amazing it really is. And I get excitement sharing, right? Because I'm already nursing. I care about people naturally. So to bring something else, especially from the NutriPlus line that helps them, like with meal replacement, I think I was so excited about it, and I was going to the job and I was just running up to everybody, so like, hey, guess what, I got this, I think this will work. But I had to learn my approach, right? I had to learn how to just back up, take the assignment, look at the person individually, have a couple questions, see what their needs were, and try to help that way without just, throwing the product in their face first. Like, have a conversation. Let's see what interests you. What are you looking for? And it helps me better understand how I'm going to present and what I'm going to actually say to you about the amazing products.
Absolutely. That is so important because I always say there is money in your mouth, Homar. Listen, Big Pimpin', there is money in your mouth. And the funny thing about that statement, I was telling a gentleman today, I said, men, y'all,
Yeah.
we talk about the beauty and we talk about the nutrition and all of that, and it's natural, it comes natural for women. But men are actually some of the best business owners in our company. Why is that? Daryl, I'll tell you. Because whenever a man is talking to a woman, our ears perk up a little bit,
Right.
right? We start to lean in a little closer, like, okay, I wonder what this guy's going to say. And, it's because we value how we appear. Women value how we appear in the world and how we appear to the opposite gender. And so when a man says, "Hey, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna DM Chantel. I'm gonna DM Takisha paid so that I can get put on to this business
Right.
that has products that I can sell." Because when you have your products and you introduce this to women, guess what, guys? They are going to listen to you because women are always looking for how can they be more beautiful, how can they be more attractive, right? And so men win every single time, in particular because women are always looking for how they can attract, you know a man, right? And even as a wife, as a very dedicated and loving wife, I still want to step out, Radina, and I still want to look good, right? So
That's right.
then don't sleep. You can be pretty and paid too.
That's
Profitable
right.
and paid, on purpose and paid. Just substitute the word. If pretty doesn't register with you, guess what? Pretty stands for creating a beautiful life. So tell me, Takisha, I really want to know this. You mentioned something that I think some people missed, and that was community. How
Mm.
how important? So you're a nurse. You are absolutely credentialed and a career woman, but you decided to start your entrepreneurial endeavors here with pharmacy. Tell me why that was so important for you, and why community was a factor.
I love people. I
Yeah.
generally love people. And it was something positive for me. It was something where it was bigger than myself, and it was just a like-minded opportunity to join with other sisters and brothers who were on the same mission, loving ourselves from the inside out, sharing experiences, having a place where we could come together and just really talk about the same things, and maybe what someone else did will help me, vice versa. Something I did will help somebody else, and we just constantly having something in common to speak about. And it was very important to me that I found a space that I felt like my natural self, and we had the common likeness
Yeah.
from each other.
Like some of us, if you're an entrepreneur, I want you to type in the chat, E. Thick sauce, if you're an entrepreneur, type in the chat E. Yvette, type in the chat E. Listen, I can call all y'all names all night because we're live on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, got the whole family going. But type in the chat E if you're an entrepreneur. And the reason why I want to highlight my entrepreneurs is because if you were able to still do what you love, but number one, make money a lot easier, would you want to know about it?
Absolutely.
Number two, if you were able to do what you love and you were already going to do it anyway, i.e., brush your teeth, try to get your body back with some nutrition and hitting the gym. If
Right.
you were already going to do these things anyway,
Absolutely.
Justin, wouldn't you want to know how you can do it and get paid for it? You see, entrepreneurship, and I see you, LaShawn, I see you, Yvette, I see you, Ree, I see you in the chats. I see all of my entrepreneurs because listen, if you have been building something that you feel so passionate about and you love it, but either it's creating isolation, meaning you're not able to do it with people that you like because you're a solopreneur. If you are in a business, but you are by yourself, so it's lonely, you're a lonelypreneur. If you are an entrepreneur, but you haven't seen the gains that you expect when it comes to money and income, listen, legend, you need to DM me the word paid. If you were invited by Takisha Still, you need to DM her the word paid. Why? Because entrepreneurship is such a noble industry to be in. And if you're not an entrepreneur, listen, I'm gonna tell you, you can have your 9 to 5, your 8 to 4, but you need to be building something for yourself. You need to be taking advantage of this wonderful internet that we have that will allow you to post and get paid for it. Because entrepreneurship is the only industry that will allow you to write your own paycheck. I'll give you an example. I've been an entrepreneur for the past 10 years, okay? And one of the best months of my life was making $80,000 from my home office. I was in Trinidad, right? Making $80,000 from just opening my mouth and speaking. And when I tell you, I don't care the highs and the lows of entrepreneurship, Takisha, nothing will ever remove that memory from my mind, right?
Right.
Because once your mind is expanded to what's possible, Paula, you can never go back to that.
That's right.
And I have literally been praying, Avalon. I said, this business is good. As an entrepreneur, I'm making it, the 6 figures, the 7 figures. I know I'm on my way, but it was tiring. It was exhausting. How many of you entrepreneurs, you've been exhausted, right? You're like, I know I can do it. I know the money is there, but I'm exhausted. So I was willing, Emirates, to turn what I had been working on for 10 years and invest it now into a company that I believe so much in for 2 reasons. Number one is because I believe that God has bigger in store for me. And
Absolutely.
I don't know if you believe that. Listen, if you believe that, put
We do.
E in the chat. And listen, he's just like, I wish I could type right now.
Yes, right.
God has something bigger because when we recognize that God has something bigger for us, then our minds start to open up to say, okay, what else is possible?
That's right.
Some of us have been so stuck in doing what is comfortable, what's familiar, but what is causing us to shrink in areas where God wants us to grow in. Your business is probably causing you to shrink when it comes to community.
Yeah.
Your business right now, it's noble. It's what you've been working on. It's your baby. But guess what? Sometimes we got to set that baby aside and say, you know what, baby? We got to do something a little better.
Yeah.
And that's the type of real conversation, Adish, I had to have with myself. I'm like, what else is there out there that I can do, that I love, that I can get, so feel supported with, that will also bring the profit? All right, because you want to be on purpose and also be in profit. If that's you, I want you to type in the chat. Type in the chat P. Listen, we're having a conversation about how to create a beautiful life being pretty and paid. So, Takisha, on that note, tell us what has been one of those sort of, let's be a little vulnerable here. What's been one of those challenging moments before you were introduced to pharmacy that caused you to say, I got to do something a little bit differently? If you could share, what was that moment for you?
Honestly, I think it is coming to the end of a sentence, meaning I worked for the state and you had to dedicate 25 years. So I'm almost there. I have 23 years of service at my current facility. So I'm kind of coming up on the end. And I was wondering, what else would I be doing? Sure, I'll probably, do a little part time nursing, but what else was out there for me where I could just be my whole free self and just not get in trouble for this mouth? Right? Like I could say whatever I like to say, encouraging, positive always, but sometimes this tongue could get me in trouble. So I think that was what it was, being able to just wake up when I wanted to, right? Like I wasn't on anybody else's time. I have to abide by someone's rule. I must be on the clock when they say so. You know what I mean? So I was always looking to someone else. And now in that era of starting something new, I'm my own boss. I can move how I want to. If I'm up 24/7 and then decide to take an hour nap, that's fine. So that's what I think it is for me. The most challenging was, owing someone else. And now I'm transitioning to it's all on me now.
It's all on you, baby. And you're doing it so well. You're doing it with
Thank
so
you.
much grace. And that's the thing about it. When we decide, Erica, to launch into entrepreneurship, guess what? You are going to have to juggle multiple responsibilities. Like, one of the things that I love is I love to create content, right? I don't know how this even came about, whatever, because, funny story. The first video that I did was just like a year to this month. It went viral. And Takisha, I had no idea. I wasn't planning for it to go viral, but I just heard God say, Chantel, it's time for you to step from behind the scenes and get in front of the stage. And I'm like, that's kind of icky. I don't really like talking about myself. I was so happy, putting my clients up on stage, like helping them to land a TEDx talk and helping them to write best-selling books and celebrating them when they won like major placements in, Forbes magazine. Like, I was okay being that girl behind the scenes. But I realized, Joanne, that God kept whispering. And so I was like, let me just pick up this phone, record a video, and just talk. And it gave me so many cringes, but I said, God said it, Donna, so I'm going to do it. Well, that video, it took off. About an hour after I saw the views going up, my husband called me. He's like, yeah, I saw your video, Chantel. I was like, oh, what'd you think? I was super nervous.
Right.
He's like, it was good, but you had crust in your eye. Oh my gosh, my friends in Trinidad. Listen, he said I had Yampy in my eye. Khalil, I was like, oh my goodness, are you serious? I'm like, well, it's up there. God told me to do it, so I did it. And would you know, from that one very embarrassing video after the fact, I was like, nothing can embarrass me now because I already been already
Yeah.
at the bottom, right? It's only up and
It's
up,
okay.
And so sometimes it takes us being willing to be uncomfortable
Yes, for sure.
before we can see the results.
Yes, for
And
sure.
I want to encourage you, Blue, Khalil, Raven. Listen, I want to encourage each and every one of you to know that your pivot, it may not be sexy at first. It may not be attractive, but guess what? If you're feeling that tug to say, I want to do something different, like I'm tired of my life looking the same year after year. Maybe you're in a position that Takisha was in, Felicia. You're like, I've been working a job. I can't keep working just to pay bills. Like, I gotta be able to take some vacations every now and
For
then. Like, I
sure.
gotta be
Yes.
able to see the world. I gotta be able to buy things that I want, not just what I need.
Yes.
That's some of you right now. And I want you to know that it is okay. It is okay to make the shift. It is okay to say, you know what? I'm gonna give this entrepreneurship thing a try. Because what's the worst that can happen? 10 years from now, you're like, well, I tried it, it didn't work. And then you go back to your job. Well, you can do that for the rest of your life. But you only get a certain amount of time to really go full out and bet on yourself. And I can tell you, I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, even though I did the traditional route, went to school, got the degrees, etc.
Mhm.
But I will never forget my whole life, Takisha. My mother, she drove a city bus in Baltimore. So one of them like 24-foot
Okay.
bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for 32 years. And she's my height. She's 5'1". Well, was my mother passed away, but she was 5'1", small, petite woman, but she held down that job for 32 years. And she always told me, she's like, Chantel, you always want to have a job that you don't need a vacation from.
Mm,
You always want to be able to have money coming in where nobody has to write a check for you.
right.
The crazy thing about it is she never said to be an entrepreneur because she never had the language for what that meant. But those seeds that she planted inside of me, eventually I found a name for it. I was like, oh, it's entrepreneurship. I need to do exactly that. But, I still got to have the foundation and go the safe route. And I thank God, Takisha, for those seeds that she planted, because
Absolutely.
the money that she made in a whole year, I've been able to make in a month.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that to say that I'm any better than my mother, but one thing that I do know for sure, Isabel, is when you know better, you do better. And the mere fact that you're locked into this conversation tonight, you now have no excuse to go back to business as usual. You now have been, your innocence, has been stolen, thinking
That's
that
right.
a job is going to pay you what's going to free you. No, your job will never pay you freedom making income. No, your boss will never pay you enough money, Shelly, to live where he's living.
That's good.
Think about it.
Yeah.
And so, if that can never happen on a job, then common sense would tell you, you gotta find something that will allow you to have that type of
Mhm.
lifestyle changing income. You've gotta find it,
Yeah.
because nobody is going to give it to you. But guess what? We just dropped some jewels with
That's right.
you tonight. Okay, we
Right.
gave you the formula, we gave you the trifecta of
That's
what it's
good.
going to take to
Yeah.
be pretty and paid. You need one other element. You need product. You
Product.
need product. You need something to sell that is not going to make you wake up in the middle of the night and you have to service your clients or stand up all day. Come on, beauticians. Come on, massage therapists. You got to stand up on your feet all day to do the thing that's going to bring you the money.
Mhm.
No, let your products bring you the money. And that's what being pretty and paid is all about. It's being purposeful, having a plan, having products, and getting paid. Somebody type in the chat paid. As a matter of fact, don't even type it in the chat, Slim Indy. Go ahead and DM me the word paid, and we're gonna put you on. Okay. I got my girl Takisha here live on Facebook. Go ahead and follow her. If you're not following her, go ahead and follow her right now. Okay. Go share your handle for us, Takisha.
Okay, so for Facebook, it is Takisha Still. For Instagram, it is The Real Takisha Janice. And I believe TikTok is still Key, I would like to say. Or
Still.
Key Still. Still Key, Key Still, one of the two.
Don't worry,
But
y'all gonna tap into Takisha on those platforms, okay? And y'all gonna see her again on my platform. So don't worry, we got you. We got you.
right.
So I want you to share with us, what would you say to, I'm gonna ask you this question for multiple audiences.
Okay.
What would you say to the woman who's been working a job for 10, 15, 20 years, like yourself, 20 plus years,
Yes.
who's looking for her next? What would you say to her?
To the woman or the individual that's looking for their next, I would say to simply just take a leap of faith and start trying the product. Whatever it is that you feel you may lack or have, a little self consciousness about. Again, for me, it was just all about the NutriPlus line. Some people it may be makeup, some people it may be skincare. I'm not really sure, but just take that leap of faith, believe in yourself, just believe that with this, I'm going to go far, and you are your biggest cheerleader. So just trust and believe in yourself and just tap into it. And I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, it's going to change your life. Nutra Plus products will change your life. That's what I know best about Chantel. I love makeup, I love skincare, I love the hair products, but Nutra Plus has changed my life. And that's the one thing I can just continuously speak on, be excited about it. it has changed my life.
Absolutely. Yeah. So some of y'all looking to get your sexy bag. Thank you so much, Brittany, for sharing her handles. Such a great supporter. Thank you. Um, that is one thing that you can get excited about. Like, not only is your physical body going to change, your financial life will change. The minute you lock in on having these products, you can DM us paid and we'll share more. Once you have your product, guess what? You are finally going to be in the position of no longer being a consumer, but being a producer, because producers get paid. Some of y'all are scrolling endlessly, Allison, on TikTok, on Facebook. And listen, if you're scrolling endlessly on my content, I love you and I appreciate you, but I'm not just satisfied with you all being consumers. I want you to step up and say, how can I produce? How can I put myself in a power producing position so that I can start making power producing profit? The only way you can do that is with product. And so, if you want to get some product, if you want to be an entrepreneur or you want to pivot into doing more with the business that you already have, DM me the word paid and we can talk more. I want to talk about what your goals are, what your vision is for 2026, right? If you're like, 2026 is my year to get rich, well, come on, baby. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
Because listen, once you declare a thing and you see it, you can most certainly seize it. Okay. You can most certainly seize it. You can grasp it. Okay. It's not something that's, hairy fairy intangible. No, it's real. It's absolutely real. So I thank you for your time, Takisha. I know we got to run to another meeting in
Yes.
about 2 minutes. So
Thanks for
I
having
appreciate you.
me.
Any final words you want to give to encourage folks who may be really, really considering um, getting products, being pretty and paid, but they are a little scared? What would you say to them?
Just take that chance. Tap in, connect with me. I can, hey, show you how to get some of the products. Like, I think it starts with what your interests are. You know what I mean? Like, you have to know what interests you, where you lacking, and then we can kind of go from there. And you just have to try. You just have to try. I'm almost certain you'll start seeing the changes instantly. Instantly. And it's just going to make you want more and more and more. And be honest with you, Chantel, I love the product so much. It's okay if I don't sell my products because I can just use my products and just keep glowing. But I'm happy to share. But it's okay if no one's interested. No, I'm just teasing. But that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Just letting them know how amazing it is. And you just have to try. Like, it's okay if, let's just say, like, I went to the dollar store and I bought something and it didn't work. Okay, so it didn't work. Well, I stopped now. No, I'm just gonna go try another product, try another place. So just try. You won't know until you step out and try.
Absolutely. You will never know the fullness of your potential, Paula. You will never know what's on the other side of your fear unless you're willing to step out, unless you're willing to say, you know what? I don't know, but God knows. And that's why the scripture says, we walk by faith and not by sight. But the best part about this is that you're not going to be walking and trying to navigate starting a business and having product on your own.
That's right.
Absolutely not, Jason. I'm here for you. Takesha's here for
Okay,
you.
that's right.
And we have an entire community of people who are going to lock arms with you and hold your hand every step of the way so that you can be purposeful and paid. You can be profitable and still be exactly who God created you to be. I mean, show up with the flaws, show up with the imperfections, just as long as you show up. And I am so thankful that Takisha, you showed up for them today.
Absolutely.
And,
Thank you.
I just want to give you your flowers
Thank
because
you.
you are so well on your way to having unforgettable success
Thank
because
you.
your heart is good. Your consistency is so there. And I just can't wait to see all of what God is going to do
Thank
in your life.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for having me. This was my first podcast, and I'm so thankful that it was you, Chantel. You made me feel so welcome, so at home, and I'm so glad that we're on the same team. And I learned and I admire you, and I also want to give you your flowers because I watch your lives. I watch your tutorials that you put up day to day, and it really does strengthen me. So I
Thank
thank you.
you.
And can I just shout out? May I just? Oh, I just want to shout
Go
out
for
my
it.
immediate coach, Dr. Melinda Watts from the Powerhouse Collective. I like to shout out 1,000 Families. Rich is our group, and our amazing visionary in her absence, Dr. Stormy Wellington. I did not want to forget to shout out my team.
Yeah.
And again, to you, I thank you for having me. Anytime you need me, just give me a call. I'd love to come back.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, y'all. So y'all know what to do. Make sure that you follow Miss Takisha. Follow me. I would love to share more information with you about how you can get pretty and paid. In fact, if you DM me tonight, I got in about 10 minutes before I went into another meeting. But if you DM me right now, we can go ahead and talk. So take care until we see each other
Thank
again.
you.
God bless
God
you.
bless you. God bless you.
Bye
Bye
bye.
now.